What is going on, guys? It's your boy BG, and welcome to Common Sense, where common sense isn't so common. And today we are going to talk about change. I think anything involving with change, right? And I recently, a couple of days ago, something that just skimmed across my head. Something that Steve Harvey said. He had said, change is inevitable. Either you participate in it or you react. Now, that's what clicked in my head, and it just sparked up a whole conversation with myself on about change. And a lot of people try to sit down and wondering why the same shit keep happening. Because you didn't fucking change. You didn't make an effort to change. What do I have to change? You have to change what's in you, yourself. Your internal, the things you change internally about yourself, the external result comes from what you do internally. The change that you do within yourself will change everything that's outside of you. Now, it comes with some factors of that. I might be bouncing all on, because what I might say, it might just bounce me all over the place, but I'm thinking as I speak. If either you change your environment that you're in, either you change the people that you hang around, or either you change yourself. All of that has to change, right? All that has to change. And if you can change your environment, change what you do outside your environment when you're not in there. That could mean your workplace, right? If you in your workplace and it's a negative environment, and then you go back home and you're not in that environment, make your changes outside of being in that environment that you're in, out of your workspace, out of your job. Make the attempts and the efforts to change when you're not at work. We're just gonna make work an example. We're just gonna make work a prime example of it. When you're not at work, make the necessary changes outside of that environment to actually educate yourself, to actually internally change yourself, right? 2, change the people that you're around. Change who you deal with. Change from who's going to be friends and who's going to be associates and who's going to be business partners. Change those type of people, because sometimes you put associates with your friends. Sometimes you put business partners as associates and your friends. It's like, categorize those people. That too, it comes with that. Understanding who's good for you, who's not good for you. If where you want to head it isn't headed to where you want to be headed, meaning you don't see any changes, it's obviously yourself. Because you can make the necessary changes on what direction you in. And like I said, it comes with 3 things: yourself, the people, and your environment. If you be in a rough patch whereas you can't change within your environment, like I said, the easiest thing I could say is the workspace, right? Where you working at, your job, or your family, or whatever the case may be. Go over to your friend's house where it's in a different environment. Go to your friend's house or some shit. Go there to do your changes, to really open your mind to actually changing. Switch the environment that you're at. Even if you do go back into that environment, right? At least you open up your mind to the necessary changes that you can change yourself being outside that environment. Just like if you in the same environment for a long period of time, right? And you haven't made any necessary changes, mean you haven't opened up to your mind to changes because you're in that environment. Get out of that environment for a second, whether it's just for a couple of hours. If you can't read where you're at, go somewhere else to read. That enforces you to read, right? Go somewhere that enforces that. Let it be started up. Let something spark that up so it can spark your mind onto, okay, maybe this is my way of changing. Go somewhere else to do it. Some people are like, well, I ain't really got nowhere else to go. Use your environment. Be an architect of your environment. Instead of being a product of it, you can be an architect of it. And the roughest example I can give you is, say, for example, you want to learn how to do a guitar or piano, and just say, You every time you leave for work and you come back, you obviously get to play the guitar, right? Be an architect of an environment, right? Take that guitar. Either you do that shit in the morning, do that shit in the morning before you actually leave out to go to work. Take that guitar and put it in your environment. You have a higher chance of actually doing it when you get back home than it is when you don't pull out the guitar and then you just leave it in the closet. It's like an out of sight, out of mind type of thing, right? It's an out of sight, out of mind. When you get back home, you see the guitar. Oh, wait, I know what I need to do. I need to go ahead and practice guitar, because now you see it. Now you'll do it. If that's what you really want to do. You making your environment work for you instead of against you. To not really get into all that stuff of course you want to get into what I was saying, obviously, about the change. But the change is truly dependent on you. When you change your beliefs within yourself, you change your identity. And when your identity changes, your habits change. Because when the mind truly believes that it is something, you'll tend to pick up on the habits of what you believe that you are, right? For example, if you believe that you are an artist, right? You're an artist, or you're a magician. My bad, that's a magician, shit. Or that too, or a musician, you're going to naturally pick up on habits and tendencies of what a musician does or what a magician does, and or whatever you feel like your occupation is. But that comes with changing your own belief system. Your belief system is what gain you your identity in the first place. The minute you change your identity and who you are, then your habits will change along with it. And when your habits change, right, then you start seeing the external result of everything that you done did internally. But the reason why shit has not changed for you is because you have not choose to change. And why you have not choose to change? Because you have not took the time in learning yourself and what needs to change about you. Don't ask anyone, oh, what do I need to change? They maybe can tell you, but nobody knows you more than yourself. You know what you need to change. You just choose not to find it. You choose not to take the time to look for it. You choose not to really dig deep into within yourself to figure out what the fuck I need to change about me. Because at the end of the day, people can tell the changes, the ongoing changes on you by just telling the energy that you put out. I don't know, it's just something, like they just, I don't know, it's just something about you that just changed. Something about you changed. Because your actions and your energy show for it. It ain't because you're talking about it. Your actions and your energy showing that you changed. You don't have to go around telling everybody you changing. They can change just the way of your energy. They can change just the way of your actions. They can change. Your energy can also come from how you way you walking, how the way you talking, your posture. All that determines what type of energy you bringing on, the type of changes that you're the change or the stages of change. The minute you place that out there into the world, you ain't even got to tell nobody you changing. That shit already going to show from the minute someone look at you. Energy is a real thing. People can feel that shit. But once again, things didn't change because you choose not to change. You didn't take the time to change. And because you didn't take the time to change, life going to change some shit for you. Either you participate in the change or you react to it when the shit happens. Well, anyways, that's all I got to say today, yo. So, once again, I might have missed it in a couple of podcast episodes, but faith plus great work ethic creates a vulnerable opportunity. Always show gratitude, always pray, always keep that positive attitude and everything will work out in your favor. And trust and believe me, things will fall into place. You just have to believe it, you have to see it yourself, and always keep track of your process and the progress. Any other ways, catch you guys later.